Hello, students. Today we will study next property of halogen derivatives, that is optical isomerism. We had studied isomerism means organic compounds having same molecular formula but different structural formulae are called isomers, and this phenomenon is known as isomerism. One of the type of isomerism is optical isomerism. So isomers having same bond connectivities, that is the same structural formula, are called stereoisomers. And the knowledge of optical isomerism, which is a kind of stereoisomerism, meaning is optical isomerism is one type of stereoisomerism, and this knowledge is useful for understanding the nucleophilic substitution reactions of alkyl halide, that is SN reactions of alkyl halides. For optical activity, we will take this example, that is a 2-chlorobutane. So 2-chlorobutane having structural formula CH3, CHCl, CH2, CH3, carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3, and carbon number 4. So carbon number 1 is bonded with 3 hydrogen. Carbon number 2 is bonded with 1 hydrogen, 1 chlorine, and 1 CH3 group, and 1 CH3 CH2 group. So carbon number 2 is bonded to 4 different groups, and this type of carbon is called as a chiral carbon. So the definition of chiral carbon or asymmetric carbon is the carbon atom in the molecule which carries 4 different groups, which is bonded to 4 different groups, is called chiral carbon atom. In 2-chlorobutane, that is this structure, this second carbon is a chiral carbon because it is bonded to 4 different groups. It is marked with this asterisk. So this is structure of 2-chlorobutane. Now, when molecule contain one chiral carbon atom, then it possesses the property of non-superimpose of its mirror image. It is called as a chiral molecule. So a chiral molecule and its mirror image are not identical. See this figure. So this is a central carbon, that is a carbon number 2. It is bonded to hydrogen, chlorine, CH3 and C2H5 groups. So this second carbon is a chiral carbon or asymmetric carbon. If the mirror is placed in front of this molecule, then at the right side we can see this is a mirror image of 2-chlorobutane molecule. If we put this mirror image on this object, then these are non-superimposable, meaning is this chlorine of left side position in mirror image that will be imposed on this hydrogen on left side. So similar groups are not superimposable here, and therefore it is a non-superimposable mirror image. So other examples of non-superimposable mirror image we will study here. So relation between the chiral molecule and the mirror image are similar to relation between left and right hands. You put your left hand on your right hand and see that this is completely superimposable, but its mirror image is taken, then it is non-superimposable. Therefore, it is called as a handness, or it is called as a chirality. The meaning of this chiral is a symmetric carbon atom. So stereoisomerism, in which isomers have different spatial arrangement of groups or atoms around it, around chiral carbon atom, it is called as optical isomerism. So optical isomerism differs from each other in terms of measurable property called as optical activity. So other definition of optical activity that we will study, that is in the next part of this point. So before that, we will study what is a plane polarized light and what is ordinary light. So example of ordinary light is the light obtained from sunlight is a ordinary light. An ordinary light consists of electromagnetic waves having oscillations of electric and magnetic field in all possible planes perpendicular to the direction of propagation of light. This is definition of ordinary light. When this ordinary light is passed through Nicol prism, then these light rays oscillates only in one plane, emerging out. Such light having oscillations only in one plane and perpendicular to the direction of propagation of light is known as a plane polarized light. See this figure. In this figure, these light rays are vibrating in all possible directions and perpendicular to the path of propagation of light. If we pass this ordinary light through Nicol prism, then these light rays are vibrating, oscillating in one plane, and that is called as a plane polarized light. So this is ordinary light and this is plane polarized light. Now we will study the definition of optical activity. So it is the property of polarization. It is the property of substance by which it rotates the plane of polarization of incident plane. Polarized light is known as optical activity, or in simple words, it can be defined as the property of substance of rotation of plane polarized light, that is called as a optical activity. So this is definition of optical activity. So this plane polarized light may be rotated either to the right side, that is in clockwise direction, or to the left side, that is in anti-clockwise direction. So the compounds which rotate the plane of plane polarized light, that compound is called as a optically active compound. And those compounds which do not rotate the plane of plane polarized light, that is called as a optically inactive compounds. So optically inactive compounds do not rotate the plane of plane polarized light. So this optical activity of substance, it is measured in terms of optical rotation. Then dextrorotatory substance, a substance which rotate, or a compound which rotate the plane of plane polarized light towards right side, that is clockwise direction, is called as a dextrorotatory, and it is denoted by symbol small d or with plus sign. And the compound which rotate the plane of plane polarized light towards left is called as a levorotatory substance. it is denoted by symbol L or negative sign. That is about the dextrorotatory and leo-rotatory substance. Then what is optical isomerism? So isomerism, in which isomeric compounds have different optical activity, that is called as a optical isomerism. Meaning is D having rotation towards right side and L having rotation towards left side. So this isomeric compounds, that phenomenon is known as optical isomerism. So that is also called as enantiomers. So enantiomers are optical isomers. They are having same molecular formula, same structural formula, but the arrangement of groups in a space are different, and therefore they show opposite rotation of PPL, that is a plane polarized light. That is called as a enantiomers. Now, here consider the non-superimposable mirror images. So this is one example. So this is left hand and this is right hand. If we take the mirror image and try to superimpose, then these are not superimposable. Similarly, these chairs, their mirror images are non-superimposable. Similarly, these chappals, these are also non-superimposable. Their mirror images are non-superimposable. But here the example of glass is taken and this is superimposable. So these are the examples of superimposable and non-superimposable mirror images. So optical isomers which having non-superimposable mirror images are called enantiomers. These are also called as enantiomorphs. They are also called as optical antipodes. An example of this is, we had already studied, that is 2-chlorobutane. So it shows this enantiomers or optical antipodes. Now what is this racemic mixture? So equimolar mixture of dextrorotatory and levorotatory compounds. This mixture is called as a racemic mixture. That is also called as a racemic modification. A racemic modification is optically inactive because optical rotation due to molecule of one enantiomer, it is cancelled by equal and opposite optical rotation due to molecules of other enantiomer, and this is denoted by symbol DL or plus and minus sign. Now the representation of molecules, one is a Fischer projection formula, and this formula is also called as a cross formula. So in the Fischer projection formula, these are the vertical groups and these are horizontal groups. So at the center there is a chiral carbon atom, and this first formula is called as a Wedge formula and second formula is called as a Fischer formula. So in the Wedge formula, just this bond line formula, these vertical and horizontal lines, they are crossing at chiral carbon. In the Fischer formula, these groups are, that is present at vertical position, they are below the plane, and the groups present at horizontal position, they are above the plane. In this way, this Fischer projection formula can be drawn. Then the one more example of this Wedge formula. Here This tetrahedral carbon is a central carbon. It is bonded with, it is a tetrahedral, that is bromine and chlorine, they are in the same plane. This iodine is below the plane and hydrogen is above the plane. So simply this bold line that indicates above the plane, this dotted line indicates below the plane, and the normal line that indicates in the same plane. So that is about the optical activity property and how to draw wedge and this formula, that is Fisher projection formula. Thank you.